Men are not just lonely. I think that most men were not trained emotionally, and this has nothing to do with men not finding love or women rejecting men. It's about men not knowing how to connect, how to open up, and if we keep ignoring these, we might just raise a generation of men that are emotionally absent but physically present. Let's hear what some women have to say about the male loneliness epidemic, and trust me, they blame it all on the men. Yeah, they put all the blame on the men.
Every man I've ever met in my entire life has been the type that doesn't ask their male friends personal details or doesn't follow up when their friends share something big going on in their lives, because they say, like, if he wanted to tell me, he would. I don't want to pry. It's in my business. Like, if he wants to talk about it, he'll talk about it with me. And also, I've never met a man in my entire life that isn't eager and ready to tell me personal details of whatever's going on with him if I just ask. I've never had a man be like, oh, that's invasive, but I have had every man I've ever met act like they were just dying waiting for someone to ask. So the male loneliness epidemic, which isn't a real thing, is so not the fault of women.
I saw this post from this guy who went on his first date the other day, and all the guys in the comments were talking about how ugly he was and how he needed to lose weight and talking about his acne, and that is exactly why I will never care about the male loneliness epidemic. Some men, especially men of the male loneliness epidemic, refuse to be in community with each other. Y'all refuse to be kind or even decent. Y'all refuse to listen to each other. Y'all refuse to be emotionally vulnerable with each other. I mean, you just don't want it. Like a regular dude got on here and shared a moment of joy for him because he was all happy in the mirror. He had flowers and everything. And men tore him down, tore him to shreds. Like, y'all don't want to be less lonely. You don't want friends. You don't want community. You want women to care for and coddle you. And because they're not doing that, because half of y'all are like vile human beings, you suddenly find yourself lonely. But babe, for a lot of y'all, that loneliness is your fault. That's your problem. And I can't love you more than you love you. And we're not going to. Like, good luck to you. You will not catch me breaking a sweat over the male loneliness epidemic when men won't even break a sweat to be kind to each other. That said, I hope that guy had a great first date. I hope he has many more dates in his future, unless he's one of these weirdos, at which point, Godspeed.
You know how I know that the male loneliness epidemic is self-induced? So I just got back from a first date. We're there for like an hour and a half-ish, I guess, at a cocktail bar. And when I tell you, in this hour and a half date, I think I was asked maybe 3 questions about myself. I'm trying to ask things like, where have you traveled to? What do you like to do outside of work? What do you do for work? What's your family like? I'm cracking jokes. I'm trying to, like, make this an enjoyable time for everybody, at least myself. And I'm just getting nothing back. Which, like, if this was a one-off thing, I would be willing to say, okay, it's a first date, like, sometimes people just don't click. But it's the fact that this happens more often than not for first dates that we just sit in silence, to the point that it's almost like a game. Like, if I stop driving the conversation, how long are we gonna sit here? And they always go, oh, I had such a nice time. Because I was there. I was doing all the heavy lifting. Why would I willingly spend my evening entertaining a man who was giving me nothing in return when I could be sitting on my couch doing a hobby, literally anything else? I'm not doing it. Also, it is not us, it's them.
Most men were not raised to understand their emotions. Right from a young age, they hear things like, don't cry, come on, man up, don't be soft, you gotta be strong, you're a man. So they grow up feeling everything within themselves, but they don't really know how to express themselves. They don't express anything. And when you don't know how to express, you cannot connect deeply with people. And that's the point where this loneliness begins. Then again, men don't really know how to open up to each other or their friends. And because of that, if they find themselves in the dating scene, dating any woman or in marriage, they tend to put all of their emotions on that woman. She becomes his peace. She becomes his comfort place. And it's all good, but you cannot really put everything on your woman, because your woman cannot understand the depth of what you feel totally. There are some things that you feel as a man like that it's only a man that can truly understand, because men and women are wired differently. So this woman is his therapist, she's his comfort zone, she's everything, she's his peace. And it's not a bad thing entirely, but if that relationship ends, you find that man losing himself altogether. He doesn't just lose a partner, then he now loses all the emotional connection that you've had with this woman. So where does that leave you? you're now lonely. Anyway, let's read some of the comments made by the women under this post. She said, and when you tell them there won't be a second or a third date, they're like, oh, not even something casual. Like, sir, conversing with you was like pulling teeth. And now you're trying to haggle. Come on, like he's trying to bargain when you cannot make real conversations with your woman, deep conversations. I mean, we want more. This one says, normalize silence until he asks a question. Don't be sweet and keep the convo going. Make it so awkward. Do you agree with that? There is no such thing as male loneliness epidemic. It's a woman choose better revolution, or a women choose better revolution. Come on, does this mean that there are no more good men? Is that what this comment means? No joke, but that's why I ended my last relationship. Just decided to stop carrying the conversation one day and we ate in silence, left the next day. We love to talk as women and we want you to be open to us. We want you to talk. We want you to express how you feel, not just surface level conversations. I think our feelings are valid when it comes to this. Heard the girl say that she'll only go on the second date if he can tell her 3 things he learned about her on the first date, and so far no one had been able to do it. Come on. So what do you need your woman for? Come on, that's bad. When they don't ask questions, I automatically think they are only interested in my body and not me. I think the same too, because if you don't want to know your woman on a deeper level, that means you're just there to get into her pum pum, and that's not love. Anyways, let me know what you think about all this in the comment section. Men, this is not to say that you're not doing anything. We love you, but we want to connect on a deeper level with you guys, and honestly it's for your own good. The truth is that if we don't get it from you, we can get it from our fellow women, because women, we talk to ourselves, we talk to each other like on a deeper, more meaningful level. Women have built that level of friendship and emotional connection and even community with one another. We've built it, and whether we are even in a marriage or not, we still have people to talk to. We still have friends. We have sisters that we connect with. So truthfully, we cannot be lonely to the bottom level. So it's good for y'all as men to have that deeper connection with one another, and build that community for yourselves. It's for your own good, because it's not, at the end of the day, it's not every one of you that will get married. So in order to avoid this loneliness that we keep talking about, think about it. We want that with you, but you also need to have it with your fellow men. Anyway, let me know what you think about this one in the comment section. Are we right or wrong as women? Let me know your thoughts on this. Thank you all so much for sticking with me to the end of this video. Please do well to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and I'll see you all in another one. Okay, bye.